I swear it's fucking nuts. Fucking Bob.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the welcome to the Blunderbuss Special. I'm glad that you're back. Always appreciate your company here.
We will never get an intro right.
You just can't win, Bob. You just fucking can't win.
All right, I guess.
It's good times.
Welcome to the internet special. Welcome to the internet special.
On the internet.
The Blunderbuss Special is brought to you now by the internet.
Welcome.
The interwebs.
Welcome to the Blunderbuss Special. My name is Bob. I don't know. Do you want to try that again?
No, we're good.
No,
we're good.
Please, this is hilarious.
Okay,
keep on going.
fine.
That was actually pretty fucking good.
Okay.
I enjoyed it.
Welcome to the Blunderbuss Special. My name is Bob, and we're this. Yeah, that's great.
I'm Nate.
Yeah, this is with me.
I'm Nate. David. Jim Jam's still with us, so we're good to go.
We brought back Jim Jam because he
And-
did such a good job last
Yeah,
time.
we had a
so-
good time.
He dropped
And-
some knowledge on us.
Yeah, he cracks some eggs and knowledge
Yeah.
on us, and we want to eat the omelet of his knowledge more. The omelet of his wisdom.
No, I think what we really want is to take a taste of that vitriol that he has right now.
spicy.
Filled with piss and vinegar.
Well, shit, he helped to kind of like rein us in too, so that was a pretty good
which
thing too.
if not, we're just not doing well, I guess. Anyway,
So Bob, what is this podcast about?
well, since we
Worst
were
5 minutes ever.
Yeah. Since we were on the subject, we were going to do the terrors of internet dating, bad internet dating, and we collectively we have like 100 years of terrible stories, and this is what happens when
Which is fitting because initially we were going to do horror like movies and television. Now we're just doing horror dating.
yeah.
The natural progression.
Well, we'll get to that eventually.
Yeah, nothing keeps me up at night. Just like, oh my god, she knows my phone number.
She knows where you live.
She knows my name.
Bob will get back to that in a bit.
Yeah. And so honestly, if you've been on internet dating for the last, 10 years, you have to realize it's not a bucket of peaches and cream. It's kind of shitty. It's just awful. Really.
It's rough.
15
Terrible.
years for me.
It's rough
Oh,
out there.
I mean, on and off. I've been in a relationship for the last almost 2 years now, but on and off. Actually, I've been internet dating. Since I was like 20 years old.
No, and
But for those youngsters who don't understand, so when 15 years ago, there weren't pictures on the internet. Like you didn't have.
You know how long it would take to load that shit?
Well, yeah, and you didn't have. Most people didn't have a webcam 15 years ago. You didn't have digital cameras.
most people didn't have the internet 15 years ago.
Yeah.
It was dial-up.
You'd have to, if you wanted to upload pictures online, you had to go take pictures with a camera with film in it,
Get them developed.
and then pay extra to get a DVD with the pictures on there in the horrible JPEG format that they had back then.
Which is
Decadence, sir. Decadence.
Yes.
We had to go get film developed, and then we had to go put it in a scanner, scan it, and we had to,
And I was a poor college student, so,
Yeah.
I could only afford to do one picture at a time. It would be a very vacant CD, just one picture for my face, and that was it. With that, let me tell you about my first dating experience. I remember my first online date. And so I remember, I messaged this girl, and we talked, back and forth. And
I look good.
yes, you do, James. You look good.
Oh, you sexy bitch, you.
In fact, what we'll do is after we release this podcast, we will put James's profile on there for any of you ladies that want to get in touch with him. We'll make that happen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
List of disclaimers soon to follow.
He wants you to butter his bread.
So let me tell you about this dating experience. So we messaged on the computer for a while, and after a while, I was like, you know what, let's just talk on the phone. Because really, it's kind of limited what you can find out about a person.
And the thing about it, you actually have to do this from actually like a desktop because
No,
phones,
yeah.
you couldn't do this off of phones.
Exactly, yeah. So I was on my desktop, like, chatting with her, and then I called her on a landline.
Wow.
What's that?
Exactly.
From a phone booth.
So we talked on the phone, like, for hours. Like, I mean, we spent, like, all night talking on the phone, getting to know each other, and then we had the wise idea, of course, we're in our early 20s, to, go on a date the very next day, of which we have slept nothing at this point. And so we were going to go out on a date. And so, at some point in the conversation, of course, I asked her. I had a picture online about what I look like. And so I asked her what she looked like, and she's like, I'm blonde, blue eyes.
Oh.
My friends tell me I'm pretty cute. I'm like, all right, let's do this.
Oh, lies.
Well, no. So she showed up the next day, and she was blonde, and she had blue eyes, and a face like a bulldog.
A cute bulldog.
Have you ever seen a bulldog be cute, Bob?
She's the most adorable bulldog, like a puppy, just all face mashed up.
Your friends are liars, man.
If I show you a picture of Drill Sergeant Manus from basic training and she looks like that, God help us.
Maybe it was the same girl.
Holy shit. No, that was a dude. Might be his daughter.
So
Fuck.
And I didn't have a car back then, so she came to get me. So she knows where I live. So we went to go eat lunch, and I'm pissed. I mean, I'm like, what false advertising this is?
So there wasn't a picture on there. There was
No,
just,
she didn't. Again, this wasn't suspicious. Like now, like if you go online now and you find somebody without a picture, you're like, yeah, you ugly. Like you know.
No, that person's a dude. That's good. There's gonna pull up in a van. Says free candy spray paid on the side, and
It's
you're gonna,
Buffalo Bill.
Would you like some ice cream?
They're gonna come over with a six pack of Molson Ice and a pack
bag
of
of
condoms.
black dildos and a GameCube.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Hi, Bob. My name is Chris Hansen. Have a seat.
Oh,
Don't get me wrong. I understand why some chicks don't post a picture, but I'm sorry. I'm gonna skip over fucking profile with no picture.
It's like playing
you gotta
Russian
show me
roulette.
what.
See,
It
but,
is.
and that shit
No.
now. That's how they hijack or they hostage you in these
Yeah.
dating sites.
yeah, and
Yeah,
that,
because
that's
it's like
true.
on like eHarmony. You jumped in there and it's like, oh, do you want to see pictures? Well, you're going to have to pay $30 a month.
Yeah.
Or
that is highway
or
robbery.
it is. I mean, it's like, oh, so that's how they try to get you. And it's just like, no, seriously, no, you're not going to do that.
Because
Nah,
you're not going to go to a
Nick's-
post with known pictures. Like you're going to end up at in a La Quinta in a bathtub full of ice after you took both your kidneys. That's what's
And
going
a
to happen.
testicle.
Yeah, and
As a souvenir.
as a souvenir, of course. For your good times.
I mean, you hear the stories every once in a while. It's like somebody goes, say like Craigslist. They meet somebody on Craigslist. They chat maybe for a week,
That
maybe
is
a
a
couple
bad
days,
idea.
and then they go fucking meet, and then they get fucking mugged. You think I'm gonna? If I did that shit, I'm packing.
All right, I want to press pause for a moment. Bob, have you met anybody off of Craigslist?
No, I have not.
Nate?
Craigslist, no.
James?
No.
I mean,
Okay,
don't
I
get me
just
wrong.
wanted to make sure.
I
like,
couldn't be now to be. No, actually, I'm trying to remember
Processing.
processing.
I mean,
I've-
I'm trying to remember where.
Reticulating splines.
I'm trying to remember. No. I'm sorry. Check that. I thought it was.
It was something else.
No, it was. Remember this? MySpace. Remember that, kids?
Oh, I totally met girls off of MySpace.
Yeah.
In fact, one time I met two girls on MySpace, and they both had dated the same guy. One was the girlfriend, and the other one was the girl that he had been cheating with.
Wow.
And
Now they're the best
the
of
thing
friends.
is, they
Talk
were
about a small
they were
world.
best of friends. So they both talked about me to each other. And I hit it off with one girl, and I didn't hit it off with another. but nothing ever happened of either one. Because the one I hit it off with had a kid, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not getting into that mess.
Yeah.
Not so much.
Yeah, I've never, like I said, I've never met someone off of Craigslist. I've tried to call girls on Craigslist. I mean, I'll admit that never happened. Or they came out and it's like a Nigerian scammer. It's like, man,
Yeah.
dude,
Man, I really wanted that free sex now.
And the $1 million you promised.
yeah, of course they're like, oh, I'm doing good. I ate the rice, and just like no one eats.
And the funny thing is that this accent comes through the text. So when you play text, it actually has the Nigerian accent.
Well, it's like some of these profiles, on dating sites and stuff, and I am not a spelling monger, I am not a punctuation monger, but like fucking proofread what the fuck you write, because it's like, are you like an inept fuck? I mean, holy shit, they're writing like shit does not make sense.
Or it's in all caps, all run-on sentences, no periods.
No, you know what?
I got a better one for
you know
you
what?
guys.
I can deal with that, but it's like
I can't do it. It's like negative.
You meet me at blah blah blah, and what the fuck? You meet. What the fuck is that shit?
Or, see, like for me,
beans and fours.
I like on the like when I look at some dating profiles, it's almost like a contract that these women have to put in there. It's like I'm looking for serious relationship, whatever. I'm not looking for one night stand or hookups, and and it's like. Have you looked at your pictures? I think one night stand hookups is
that's the best you're going to shoot for.
Really.
And then I'm looking for a well-paid, 6 foot tall, Daniel Craig looking motherfucker.
It's like seriously, I would go for that. Okay,
yeah, like that's the closest you're going to get to a 10.
If my option is you and Daniel Craig, I take Daniel Craig, and I'm not, and I'm not even gay.
Yeah, I don't go for dick, but shit, man, I'm going there.
Yeah, it's just like it's like nonsense. Like seriously, I mean.
Or
I wouldn't. Have you looked at your pictures? I wouldn't remove any options off the table.
or like the list of ridiculous criteria, and then they're like, "Don't try to convince me because you don't fit one of them." It's like, go fuck yourself.
That's actually one of the things. And
you,
honestly,
guru on top of the mountain? Go fuck yourself.
That was one of the like of the many women that would message me. Like let's say there's some women they message me and out of the blue, and I'm like, A, I'll respond back to you because A, I'm bored, and B, I'm trying to be polite. I probably should say A, I'm trying to be polite, but let's be real.
And C, I'm drunk.
Pretty much. Now, this actually happened. What Nate said. What Nate said was like, this one woman, she messaged me on I forget where, and it's like, okay, she says like, oh well, I read your profile. You seem really nice. Would you like to meet and something like how do you feel about dating older women? She was like, 50 or something like that. So I'm like, fuck it. I go and I look at her profile.
Rock that Craftmatic just
pretty much. No, but the thing is like what he says is like they have this
It's
list of
thank
ridiculously high expectations. She has this list of just like, oh, do you hunt? Well, then don't bother. Like her deal breaker list.
Okay.
Oh, do you watch boxing or UFC? Well, don't bother. And I'm like, well. I mean, as a matter of fact, this wasn't that long after we went to go see the Manny Pacquiao fight, because I mean,
really?
I just had that thing, and I was looking at it. She messaged me, and I'm like, well, I watch boxing, I like it. Do I hunt? Yeah, well, fuck feral hogs. Yeah, I'm going to kill their ass.
They all deserve to die.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hell yes, they deserve to die.
And I hope they burn to hell.
I still have the bloodlust.
And hers was actually of all of them that. I get that. Hers was actually the most polite, because when I said I read through your deal breaker list and I'm on that, you can check me off on several of those. She's like, oh well, thank you for being honest. Good luck. And I'm like, same to you. Bye.
I mean,
that's mutual. That's
Deal breaker list. So you guys would remember Vanya.
Yeah, she was crazy, but she was kind of cool, man. But she was out there.
I mean,
she was out there. Actually,
I liked hanging out with her.
She could keep up with your crazy fucking talk wit crazy. I don't know what the fuck to explain it. She could keep up and fire back, and it's like, wow, that's fucking impressive.
yeah.
She was a lot of fun to hang out with. But her list was like, oh yeah, I want a guy who's in really great shape. Let's face it, she wasn't.
No.
No.
Pleasantly plump.
Yeah, she was. But
She was
I
festively
thought
plump?
she was
Festively, pleasantly.
She was attractive. Like
Yeah.
I didn't think she was unattractive, but she
No,
was.
she had a pretty face. She had
She
a really
did.
pretty face.
And the fact that she was actually Italian, pretty fucking hot.
That's right.
No, she wasn't Italian.
yeah.
She was
Yeah, well, she was.
No, she lived in Italy, is what it was.
no.
She was from Malta.
Malta. Yeah.
Yeah, she was from Malta.
Okay.
It's all the same.
Maltese.
She's fucking. She's Italian.
See, this is why you'll get us kicked out of the UN.
Man, fuck the
if
UN.
they- listen,
You fucking pussy
if
cocksuckers.
their skin is olive oil, okay, and they smell like olive oil, they're Italian.
And if their accent is anything remotely the side, fuck it. You're not Russian. You're all commies.
So, but
Ukraine.
So if they smell like cold cuts, then they're Greece. I mean, what the fuck? They're
Exactly.
the Greek, I'm sorry.
No, okay. So here's the thing. So she had a
I
list.
licked you, and you taste delicious.
Come here, I need to rub your arm on this fucking salad.
So she had a list that was something like, oh, she's only going to want to date guys that are that make $125,000, that are
Get the
over
fuck
6
outta
feet
here.
tall, that are in really good shape, and I don't remember whatever else, you know. And
Dave,
it's like,
you
listen,
are nowhere near any of that.
no,
trying to
I'm
be a
not.
dick.
No,
I'm
I'm
not trying
not.
to be a dick.
And to remember,
but I'm
though,
also trying to be a
Vanya
dick.
was nowhere near being able to get that.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, like, you know, she's going to be starving before I am, you know, when it comes to that. Like, you know, if that's what your dating list is like, you're going to have a very hard time. And in fact, like, I met her, I hung out, and I actually was trying to get with one of her friends because I was like, oh, really? This is what you want? Well, if I had $125,000, you ain't getting any, baby. Like, if I'm making $125,000 a year, I can do better.
I could pay for a lot better.
Well, you can pay for it. I'm making $125,000. I don't got to pay for it.
Shit,
they're
I'm
gonna-
going to the bunny ranch getting a $1 hooker.
Honestly, if you're making that much, they're gonna come. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, more.
Oh,
Oh, yes, they will.
Bob, they will come. Plenty.
I was telling Nate this idea I had. It's a stupid idea. It was like, you know, if
That's
I ever,
entertaining, though.
yeah, if I ever like win the lotto, and I have just cash on hand, I'm just gonna just prank. That's all I'm just gonna do. Just terrible pranks, realistic. Money just be thrown at it. And if I was like, you know what to do? Go on a dating website and you have like 2 big stacks of cash and you put it right next to your face and be like, just to
But like 2 stacks of $100,000 kind
yeah,
of shit.
like, and put something like, you know what? I really want to. If you're not a bot, I'd like you to put something unique, like will you tongue punch my fart box? Just to make sure that you're not a bot. And then of course, have that in the bottom. Don't really do that because honestly, you want them to read your information. So anyway, all the girls that do like I want to tongue punch your fart box, report them for like abuse. I don't know why all these girls are saying they want to tongue punch my fart box.
I feel very, very threatened.
Okay, let's go back to the original topic at hand because I want to hear some terrible internet stories. I want to hear the things that made you cringe out of the dates that you've been on, because I've got a plenty, and I could spend a whole hour just by myself. But I want to hear, because you guys have all heard my stories.
This is like part 1 of terrible internet dates.
Yes, I mean
Part
I can do a 5-part like Ken Burns miniseries. Oh, that'd be awesome. on my internet dating.
Just like he's reading a letter. Dear mother, 30th of Gettysburg. 30th January Gettysburg.
Okay, let me put this in perspective.
1886.
I mean,
I was accosted by this woman of the female persuasion.
She was terribly ugly.
She was extremely abusive physically,
in the
not
manner,
by touching me, by her looks.
in the manner that a briar is uneasy to the skin,
On my nuts.
so is her vagina.
And I said, load it, I'm wilting like a flower. And I left right the hell out of there.
All right. On a side note, at work, they've changed the channel to the HGTV, and there is this one commercial that is about vaginal dryness.
Vaginal dryness.
And nothing is better than than sitting. Nothing is better than sitting at work in the break room. Everybody's talking, and all of a sudden there is a commercial that's like, nobody should feel the harsh pain of vaginal dryness in penetration.
Somebody didn't complain to HR and get the TV fired.
I cannot. I always look down because I'm like, I am about to bust a nut laughing my ass off because it is so fucking uncomfortable and funny.
You can't do
And,
that.
and,
You'll go to
and
HR.
everybody pretends that the commercial is not happening, but it is. There is vaginal dryness in the room.
There is vaginal dryness about us.
But what I wanted to put into perspective was, like when I tell you guys that like I am the king of first dates. So
Well, shit,
I
Dave, you have the gift of gab, man. You really have the gift of gab.
I do, and I've been persistent, and I haven't given up in my attempts to find love, and I have found it, but it took a very long time to get there, and I have a very good memory, and I have sat down on different occasions. I have written down as many girls as I can remember having gone out with, even if it was just for one date. That list is very close to 100 women.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah. I have been on a lot of dates, and some were actual relationships, and they lasted maybe a couple of years and things like that. But that's how many dates that I've been on. And that's just online. That's not even counting the girls that I dated that weren't online. And that's how I said, like, I can do a 5-part miniseries on just the dates that I've had.
Well, we'll contact Jim, Ken Burns, and we'll get Morgan
We'll
Freeman.
have Ken Burns, to the miniseries. So I want to share with you guys some of them, but first I want to hear your worst date, Nate.
To be honest, I've only met one person off a dating website. It was okay. I mean, we had lunch and stuff, and then the second time I saw her, it was actually my birthday. And, I text her, I was like, hey, come out and stuff. And she just moved into the city and stuff. She didn't, she wouldn't, just starting work and stuff, and didn't have a lot of money. And she's like, I really can't. And so I told her, it's like, hey, I'm inviting you out. It's my treat. She's like, no, it's your birthday. You shouldn't have to pay for me. It's like, look, I'm inviting you out. Don't worry about it. And I guess I'm old school that way. I mean, that's how I was raised and stuff. Even though my dad was a honorable cunt, he kind of instilled some of that. But my mom, she taught me, to respect people and stuff. And some of a lot of those old school values and stuff. And she came over. We drank, had a good fucking time. Ended up meeting up some of her friends over at another place, and it was pretty cool. We ended up it was cold and shit. It was in December. And, we were making out outside and stuff. And then after that, I didn't hear nothing. Like, I text her. It's like, hey, how'd your day going? Because she's newer to work and stuff. And, once or twice. And then that was it. She kind of ghosted me and stuff. I mean, she was cool. I say I'm one of those to where it's like, maybe I go on a date with somebody. I'm cool with being friends. If it doesn't work out, I'm adult enough to where we can be friends. Now, if you're a total fucking weirdo, okay, I'm a fucking weirdo. But if you're, way too weird for me, yeah, get the fuck away from me, or you're fucking so stupid. I'm not gonna get into a fight because you're gonna be a fucking retard, But I'd have to say my most fucked up shit is when I dated girls in the past before I did the internet shit, and oh my god, it's bad. It's when I've dated chicks within a week or two. They tell me I love you, and I'm sorry, but it's kind of one of those things in the back of your mind. It's like you just kind of do the, yeah! What the fuck? I got that in high school, and I got that, years later. It's
Okay, wait, but we all got that in. I don't think any of us dated a girl in high school that didn't say they loved us, because let's face it, it's high school.
After a fucking week?
Yeah.
After a fucking week?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
and for me, that's
James.
That's kind of a big deal.
High school girls?
The thing is, they would conflate sex with love.
We-
I mean, you have sex with them. Obviously, you're in love with them. And it's
No, we had banged. Yeah, I got an early.
And you're like,
I got an early birthday present.
See, that's the thing. Yeah, I mean that's high school, and that's where I'm going to disparage it, but I don't think like high school relationships count for shit in life.
Well,
you
no,
know?
they-
Like,
No, they do. They really do.
Well,
because
in
because
the
they
term of serious relationships.
no,
I'm sorry.
because you need to in terms of serious relations, you need to get that out of your system. You need to get through that.
No, it's a learning experience.
It's really a
learning
because
experience.
you kind of learn what you're willing to put up with. It's one of the first steps of like, okay, this is the kind of person I like, the kind of person I don't like, because personalities don't change a whole lot.
Well-
People grow, sure, but if a person who's in high school is if they're quirky in high school, they're going to be quirky in college. They're going to be quirky in an adult.
I guess to qualify what I mean by all this is that the relationships to me don't count for anything in the sense that when you look at your relationship in high school and how the person behaved towards you and how you behave to that person in that relationship in regards to how you are as an adult looking back, like, it is certainly childish love. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know truly at that point in your life, you don't understand what love actually means.
Well, no, I mean, I got it in my 20s too, and it's like pretty much every girl that I've dated, they've done the same thing, and it's, I mean, I date a girl. I mean, I guess I just treat them better than the other assholes that they fucking been with and shit, But it's too much too soon. It's really too much too soon.
And that's its own trap. You treat them, God forbid, like an adult, and it invariably backfires.
Yeah, I mean, it
invariably backfires.
in a sense, and it's like, I'm sorry, I'm not a fucking asshole. I mean, I really haven't dated a lot,
Yeah,
but
I'm there with you.
unfortunately, it's being out wherever or at my bar or hanging out with other friends and shit, and it's like I'll meet some girls here and there, and we start hitting it off and stuff, and either they have a boyfriend or they are totally not interested in me. And trust me, I understand the beard is not a very popular thing with a lot of girls. I mean, it kind of is a popular thing, but with a lot of girls, it's not very popular kind of thing. And I get that, but I'm more than the sum of my beard, It's, I mean, come on, it's like take a fucking chance.
No, the beard is more than the sum of you.
Yeah, and to be honest, I had a one night stand once, and it just fucking felt empty and hollow, man. There was just fucking nothing there,
Oh, and of course, granted, older ladies love the beard.
Oh my god, man! I swear these women that could have pinched me out are all over my shit like a fat kid on a cupcake. To take that from Dale's wording, but I mean, I'm fucking serious, and it's just like thank you, but no, and I mean, now the older women, they are forward, like they don't fuck around. They've been around, they don't fuck around, but
They don't give a shit anymore.
But unfortunately, it's like the girls that are attracted to me, it's like either they're my mom's age, which I'm not willing to go there, or, and I'm sorry, ladies, it's just no. No, and and I hate saying something like that because I don't want to be a fucking asshole. It's like on.
I mean, the thing is, you got to be honest. It's like you're attracted to what you're attracted to.
Yeah,
And that's true on both sides. That is not a
No, it totally
one-sided issue.
I mean, shit.
Anyone who says otherwise, male or female, is a fucking liar.
A girl can be the hottest chick in the world, and then she opens her mouth, ugliest chick in the world. It's just like you're a fucking piece of shit. Fuck you.
We know some people like that. I mean, David and I. That it's just like, yeah, they're really attractive, but their personality is just kind of like
they're ugly people.
Not even ugly. It's just like
Just doesn't mesh.
It doesn't mesh well because it's like, yeah, you don't really click, on one you might click on one level and that you're fun to hang around with, but it's sort of like past that, it's like, no, I can't imagine going like on a road trip with you because I would fucking murder you.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that I know exactly who you're speaking about, and quite honestly, I've never had a problem with putting them in their place and being like, you're gonna cut your bullshit because once you develop that level of friends, yeah, exactly. I mean, I never have problems calling people on their shit and even calling myself on my own shit. But if I know who you're talking about, I've never had a problem because I'll be like, shut the fuck up, all right? You're being stupid. And shut up.
Yeah, but
See, I have a hard time with that.
that's the thing. It's like, yeah, there's some people that they're fun in moderation, much like heroin. It's fun. It's fun. You just don't do. But
you want to go. You don't want to do the Kurt Cobain on heroin.
Yeah.
You want to be more like
Charlie Sheen.
No. You want to be who is the porno for pyros?
Porno for pirates.
The lead singer.
Fuck, I'm horrible with names.
Yeah,
I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
you want to do that level. You don't want to do the Kurt Cobain level.
You want the party level.
Yeah, but the thing is
Good
like there's
times.
some people that you moderation. It's like they're fun in a certain situation, but like when you get to the point that you have to call them on it, like you have to tell them like, God, just shut the fuck up. It's like you've hit that limit of like, okay, I can't deal with you in any other situation except this particular setting.
Yeah, and can you imagine if... And that's actually the one people how I judge people. Can I spend more than 20 minutes with you and not hate your guts? Like Nate's one of the few people I could spend more than 24 hours and not want to strangle him. Just like there's a lot of people who are just like, all right, you're kind of over your limits.
Yeah, Bob told me that like a couple of years ago. I was like, really? And he's like, oh yeah, man. It's like
Yeah,
this,
they're just
I
some.
can't.
There are just some people I can't. They're like, you're kind of over your limit, and I can't deal with any more of you.
We need to schedule a period separation.
Our time is up. I'll see you next week on Tuesday. You have a nice life.
And that's true. Like just I have people that it's like. They're the nicest people in the world that I know, but it's like, I can only deal with you in this particular setting because, like, if I go out to dinner with you and hear you, because, like, you have the personality, you're likely to chew out the waitress because your order wasn't right.
Oh, I hate that.
I'm like,
I hate that.
Yeah.
It's so
or you
ugly.
You start bickering with your significant other right in front, and it's like, no, that's petty and childish, and
I hate rude people.
Yeah,
I hate rude people.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's not like they're deliberately trying to be rude. They
That's
have
just
these,
how they are.
They just have these unrealistic expectations. Like, like some people, they have this mentality of like, they literally believe that, I'm the princess, and they'll sit there and say, well, I'm not high maintenance. It's like, yes, you are.
Oh, but
Because,
I am a princess.
I
am a princess. I like to wear a pretty pink dress, and I have a tiara and a magic wand. And fuck you, James.
And
No,
you know what?
yeah, hey,
Apparently,
you
you like
do-
to be fucked by a horse and nothing else.
Yeah, you like to ride a pumpkin.
Until you ride up on a unicorn, David, you are not a fucking
Oh,
prince.
she likes to ride that
You
fucking
know,
pumpkin.
Ride
Right?
that pumpkin.
But
No, so like with that in mind, it always makes me think of mall rats. I like all different kinds of women, but sometimes, not always, but sometimes, I like the idea of a woman and a horse.
Well, like, I mean, like one of my things is, and I really worry about because I've got friends from all across the spectrum. I mean, all across the fucking spectrum, And because like Bob's told me, it's like, dude, you get along with everybody, and I like getting along with everybody because I mean, yeah, this person may be like a total shithead, that other friends don't like, but there is a wealth of knowledge or not even just knowledge, but just knowing something that being able to talk from a completely different perspective. I don't have one best friend; I have many best friends, and people have a hard time understanding that. And if I'm dating something, especially being in a motorcycle club, going to runs and stuff, I worry about if I'm dating a chick or get serious with a chick. Now, if she doesn't want to go to stuff like that, that's fine. I understand that. It's not your fucking thing. But to where the way how I interact with my friends there, because that's just how we interact with each other, to where you're fucking losing your fucking shit. Jealousy, I find jealousy to be a very unattractive thing. There's a healthy amount of jealousy, but then there's ridiculous jealousy. To where if you're going to be like talking shit to me all the time, like for me, like I've talked with Bob about going in like strip club thing. Chicks flip out about the strip club. It's like, look, I don't spend that much money, and it's every once in a while.
Not every girl.
No,
I mean,
not
let's
every
face it,
girl.
I mean, like
Not every girl, but there's chicks that totally flip out. I mean, a friend of mine years ago, his ex-fiance, we were sitting there talking, and he hadn't even met her yet. I was in the Army. He told me, he's like, yeah, I went to a strip club. I was like, you son of a bitch. And then he's with her, and this is years later, and we're talking, I'm joking about it, and she fucking loses her shit, and she's like, I can't believe you lied to me. And he's like, I didn't even know you yet. What the fuck is the matter? You are a fucking retard. And I used to talk shit to her about that stuff.
So, James, do you remember one of our mutual friends who went to the strip club, and the guy's girlfriend, like, all of a sudden, it's like she fucking was on Spanish Fly because she went crazy over him at the strip club. Like it was like the super aphrodisiac. She was like grinding on him and like, and they all like, and like the guy and his girlfriend like went into the corner and she basically was giving him like his own private lap dance.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
You know, like not every girl is gonna act like that because
Yeah.
some girls they love that shit. I mean, I went with some of my friends from work where you know we're sitting at a table in the VIP lounge, and the stripper comes up and she's just like, "Do you mind if I suck on your wife's titties?" And he's like, "Oh, please, by all means." You know, and in
As
front
long
of
as I
all
can
in front of
watch.
all of us, like all like you know. Now I didn't know her, and he didn't work in my department. But, you know, like, oh, her tits are out there for everybody to enjoy. I'm like, well done. Well
you.
done, sir. Thank you.
I
I do appreciate that. I do believe I will tip in a little bit more for this spectacle.
excellent, excellent.
Bob, give me a horror story. I know there's a few.
Yeah, there's a few.
Which makes your skin crawl? Which one is that one that you're like, you know what? I kind of wish that I didn't do that. I mean, the most. Which is the one that the most?
Like right now.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going through right now.
Oh, my God.
Oh, jeez. Like, okay, usually, you know, I'm a lot for people. Like, you know, I like a lot of weird tastes. You know, I like to speak in playful euphemisms, and a lot of people don't understand that. You know, just and of course, unfortunately, it doesn't translate well in text. So it doesn't. And you know, of course, like I said, so the worst one right now, and of course, you know, like you know, you text back, text forward, and eventually you get to the point where like you know, let's exchange phone numbers. Maybe you're trying to like work that up, and things weren't like making sense. Like you know, there's just you know, when you question people, they, you know, say if it's a 30-year-old woman, you expect her to know certain things. You know? Like, granted,
Yeah.
like most people. And,
Be a little more worldly, I guess you can say.
and not the, you know, and of course, you know, if they're stupid, you kind of pick up on that. You're like, this person's kind of dumb. You know, and that's the worst thing I hate, is you're talking to some subject to someone, and you're trying to explain it, not because they just don't know, it's just, no, they're ignorant, they're just dumb. They just can wrap their head around the subject. Of course, you know, if I actually dated a girl who's a rocket science and I can't understand rocket science, I'm just gonna be like, I'm sorry, baby, I'm a little too dumb for you. But this, Jesus Christ.
but you would like to hear about some of that
Oh,
stuff,
if
though.
she's
You'd be
willing,
interested
if
in
she's
it.
willing to educate me on the finer points of rocket science, and then we like, you know, I'm like, baby, I want to pick your brain.
Yeah, that'd be fucking awesome.
That'd be awesome. You
Love
know,
intelligence.
It's like, you know, hey, this may not work out in dating, but you're so on my zombie apocalypse team.
Oh,
you know,
you-
we're going to need rockets.
It's like if I get pissed off that they shut down like the world's biggest super collider, it's like I'm like, what's that? It's like, really? Like, what's going on?
Super Collider. I barely even know her. God, I love Futurama.
Yeah.
Please continue.
Yeah,
anyway.
continue, Bob. Continue. It gets better.
and I don't even know if I'm still ready to talk about this. It's still pretty fresh. Like,
It's disturbing,
it
is
is
what it is.
fucking disturbing, and the fact that they probably gonna listen to this podcast when you post it. Cause
Really? Is she going to really listen to this podcast?
she might.
She might be like one of the three people.
Yeah,
Kudos to her.
Yeah.
I owe her a beer.
yeah.
we
That's gonna
we
be
welcome the view.
Yeah. Like, listen, dude, I'm gonna start collecting stalkers and be like, no, we're not gonna do anything, but listen to my podcast, you know, whatever. And
It's insightful.
it's insightful. She wants to listen to the sound of my voice and masturbate, you know.
Oh, yes, the
yeah.
sultry sounds of Bob.
So anyway, I don't know. You ever like talk to somebody and information's not
Forthcoming.
forthcoming? You're talking to them.
It's like
and-
pulling teeth.
No, shut up. I'm like,
Well, you stutter like this, Bob. Like you're searching for shit. Don't you fucking give me a dick.
yeah. Did he give you the picture that? Oh, anyway, just people.
Fucking talk, Bob. He's got fucking dead air.
Just
you
keep on
fucking
going.
jerk off.
It will get to you.
Yeah,
It will get to
What
you.
the fuck? That's
So
why
anyway-
we're throwing words out. And you're
Yeah,
getting all butt hurt and shit.
Nah.
All right, but well, okay.
So anyway.
So I'll stop you here real quick. Did you stick your penis in it?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't even meet this person.
Thank God.
Yeah, and I had to like, shut down my Facebook because let's just say this is the apex of the craziness scale. I was like, man, I'm being stalked by a catfish. I had my doubts it was a woman, and I had my doubts it was an of-age woman, and I had a doubts that she was actually a female in general. So I just kind of like, I'm just not gonna talk about it at all.
He'd tell me about some of the weird shit that she'd tell him. It's like, what the fuck?
And so I got a text a couple of days ago, and I was like, oh, hey, my name's so-and-so. Your friend at work gave me your phone number. And I was just, that's kind of weird because that friend doesn't have my phone number. But, sure, why not? I'll go with it. Like, I'm bored. And so I was like, like, how are you? Your friend told me so-and-so. And just, like, kind of vague information. Like, wow, you're texting me with vague information that I'm single and I don't have kids. And you decided to text me just the fact that I'm just on that criteria alone of I'm just a single male without any children. That's fucking weird. Like, you don't know if I'm a killer or not. I could have, like, bodies in the background, but I don't. And it turns out it's the person that texted me is a POF like person I was texting earlier that I just kind of broke off, and then they were texting me like with a different name. And I asked my buddy, I was like, so do you know so-and-so? I don't know any so-and-so. Does your girlfriend know so-and-so? No, I don't know. My girlfriend doesn't know so-and-so either. Like I said, it's just a bad topic, dude. I'm still fucking trying to reeling of just like, oh man, I'm being fucking stalked. And oh, dude. Then, of course, I didn't think of the horror stories. She calls the police and says some kind of weird shit to me. I don't know. At least the person doesn't know where I live, so that's a plus.
So that's a plus. You got that going for you.
Yeah, and it's just like, why do I don't have a stalker? What's good about stalking me? There's nothing good about stalking me. It's just like,
It's like you show up at my house, I'm going to shoot your ass. Fuck you.
It's like the most boring
weirdo.
spectator sport ever.
Yeah, and of course,
this isn't Japan where it's accepted.
And then, of course, like I'm like, is this why? It's, and of course, granted, you have to take a lesson to it. Is this why girls are like, no, I don't want you to give me my phone number because I don't know if you're a weirdo. I completely understand that now. Like, just, man, because there's just a lot of just weird people out there. And it's, I don't know. Like I said, I'm still kind of, I'm still kind of, like I said, I'm still trying to deal with this. So it's not really, it's a weird subject,
I don't know. I mean, just from what you told me and everything, that's fucking weirdo,
it's
man.
Fucking weirdo. Like,
I mean, shit. I mean, when I talk to people, I don't directly go for, hey, what's your number? Shit, like some jerk off. It's I try to, let things kind of sink in for a while. I'm not gonna go for the fucking juggler. It's just not my style. Just not my style.
So Jim Jam.
Yeah.
Worst.
The thing is, I don't have like the worst thing where like oh my god, this girl's a stalker or anything. It's really just that kind of like what's the most irritating, annoying thing they can have? Like I said, I go on a date, and like I said, like the one time I went on a date, and the girl was like so painfully shy. So she's like, she introduces herself, and then we sit down, and then she immediately turns away and just talks to someone else for the rest of the evening. And it's just like, okay, yeah, I couldn't see that happening, like thing. And a lot of other times, it's just sort of like, oh, damn it, I wish I had handled that differently. Because it's like...
Yeah, hindsight's definitely 20/20.
Yeah, it always is. Because, I go out on a date, and it's like, one time it's like, I go on a date, she's a really pretty girl, and we hit it off pretty well, end up having sex that night, first date.
Bam.
Yeah. Now, I ain't about the slut shaming because I believe firmly, maybe wrongly, but I believe that women enjoy sex as much as men.
Of course.
Why
not?
I firmly believe that a girl should have sex with me. So yeah, I can't
I firmly
argue
believe that women
logic.
will enjoy having sex with me.
And if you're willing to have sex with me, God bless you. Just,
but then what happens afterward is like, there is that, like, on their part, they're just like, oh my god, I can't believe I do this, I'm a terrible person, and then they feel like they have to, control the situation before it spirals out of like, no, can't you just let what we did be what we did and just like be cool with it? It's I certainly am not sitting here, thinking you're like a terrible person because we had sex on a first date.
If anything, you're an awesome person.
It's not a bad thing.
It's being a fucking adult is what it is. Being a fucking adult.
Right. But again, though, I can understand because, it's one of those funny things. It's like when it comes right down to sex, men, 9 times out of 10 will like, oh, if a woman offers you sex and you find them attractive, you're not going to do too much soul searching before you like, yeah, let's have sex. This is great.
Yeah.
Women though, and this is the problem. Like I said, talking about slut shaming, they pay the bigger price for that. Even if a girl does find you attractive and would have sex with you, she's going to have to pay the price with her friends. There's like,
That's if they know.
yeah, and their friends are gonna talk shit about it, and she's gonna have to pay this price for it of like, rather than just being like, yay, well, hey, like I had sex, aren't I the lucky one? Their friends are gonna talk shit about them, like, oh, why did you have sex with him? He's not that blah blah blah, and it's just sort of like it really fucks it up for everyone.
Well, and there's definitely that, and I don't believe in slut shaming either. I mean, the fact is, two people like each other, why not have sex? If you hit it off on a date, things are going well. I mean, there's no wrong thing in sex. I think as long as there's some honesty involved in the fact of, like, is it just sex so we can get off and that's it and that's the end and that's all my interest in you? Or the fact that, this is going to be something that I would like to continue to see you and continue to have sex with you. I mean, I think there needs to be some sort of clarity in the conversation.
But and that's also the big problem is, like, in being honest, the thing is, you try to be honest about it. They don't want that honesty because like, it's like with that girl that I had sex with on the first date, I was like, yeah, I like you, we get along, but you do understand that there's no point in us trying to beat around the bush. It's like
which hopefully she doesn't have one. But
the thing is, we've already had sex, so just is it a bad thing that sex will be a kind of a non-issue? Like we're going to have sex again.
It's how people approach it. I mean, I've had a couple friends to where we've had sex maybe once or twice or several times and stuff, and
Bob,
I don't make it weird. I really don't make it weird. We're still
Sex.
friends,
Huh?
and it's cool. I don't
Sex
consider
is
those
a
one-night
date.
stands.
But he was just saying how he has sex with his friends.
Oh,
So I asked,
oh.
I asked
You know what?
How was it?
Oh, he's a generous lover.
Did the beer tickle?
Yeah, a little bit. He moused a little spoon. He's, he told me sweet nothings. It's, good ladies, let me tell you.
You know
Jim
what?
Jams, where it's at.
It's all about being the giver,
Yeah.
not the taker.
Then he
Oh,
sang,
you two have a very complicated
Yeah.
relationship.
he sang me a song.
But,
He's like,
like
Who's gonna
in
take
terms
you
of
home?
dating, like the not necessarily like the disaster, the horror story. It's everything leading up to the possibility of like, okay, I'll be on a dating site and I'll say like, oh wow, this girl's pretty cute. Now when they are like ridiculously hot, which there are more than like you look at it and you're like, okay,
Yeah.
you're
Wow.
total faking. Totally faking. You cannot possibly be real because you're too fucking hot to be on a free dating site.
honestly, you know what's... Me and Nate figured out if they're way too hot, they're probably trannies. And honestly, it'd be like,
Holy shit!
Yes, but you guys like to play that
Of course, you
game.
want to go to like, tranny, back off.
No, like-
pre-op or post-op.
it's...
Post-op, no, back off.
For Nate and I, now it's a game now. Hey, like, Nate, check this girl out. She's beautiful. Yeah, she is beautiful. That's dude. Wow, she did a really
Look
good
at
job.
that penis.
And,
Like,
and Bob's like, dude, that's the closest to a 10 that you'll ever get in your life.
Yeah,
and
No,
it's,
I mean, because
and that's cool. I don't know if I could ever go there personally, but that's cool. You do what you're gonna do.
But
I
Nate is
support
gonna
that
find
100%. No,
But,
no,
you know,
trust
like-
me.
like-
Next time on Blunderbuss Special.
Yeah, no,
Nate's
like-
had sex with a tranny.
yeah, you go fuck yourself, Dave.
It's like one of those things. You got to try it before you know if you like it or not. You try it 14 to 15 times.
Yeah,
But then I decided, not for me.
I've
No,
known
no,
Veronica
this is-
for 4 years. I don't know if I'm into this or not. I don't know.
This isn't sunny in Philadelphia with fucking Mac and shit.
That chick
but,
was
you know,
beautiful. Let me
Oh,
tell
oh,
you.
she was fucking hot. Don't get me wrong.
And
Of course,
it's
in
one
real
of those
life,
things,
she's a
it's like,
tranny.
you look at it and you're like, I don't know about this. And you'll message him. I remember one time I messaged a girl and I said like, and I pretty much was like, yeah, you're really attractive. Are you a faker? Just ask outright. And she's like, well, what makes you say that? It's like, seriously, do you see the pictures you're posting?
Are you a phony? A big
Yeah.
fat
And did she
phony?
not answer you or what?
Oh no, her one question back to me was like, what makes you say that? That I'm, that questioning that she's real or not.
Yeah.
I was like, you do see the pictures you're posting. I mean, here you are. The girl was like she was like a Bud Light girl.
Wow.
And she's it's like clearly like these are different enough pictures that it wouldn't be like, okay, if it was just pictures of her being a Bud Light girl, total fake. But this is a picture of her doing it here, being a Bud Light girl, but then also like normal, everyday pictures.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, well, this is obviously either the most well thought out catfish, or it's really her. And it's just sort of like, if it was real, she should have responded back and be like, no, I'm real, something. But also, I'm losing my train of thought here. Fuck.
Yeah,
but
You're deviating.
Exactly.
Piss and vinegar train's running dry.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things that I wanted to share with you guys is, so
We're gonna have to readjust this, the subject. Holy shit.
Yeah, but I got my train of thought back. Say it is the whole thing of like, okay, I'll see some girls, and I'll be like, they're cute and I like their profile, I like what they say, and I'll respond to their profile and I'll mention what they have in their profile to try to be like, yes, I'm not just messaging you because I think you're pretty. You've said these things that I think are cool, and we might have some things in common.
You ask a question of something that she likes to do in her profile.
Yeah, like, like a movie book that she's read, something, just anything that like, okay, yes,
it's
I read
not
your
just hi.
Yeah, it's not just hi. Which actually it got to that point because you get to a point of being burned out when it's like I would sit there and respond like in detail to everything that they've kind of said in their profiles, like, oh, you like this kind of novel? Well, have you read this? Blah blah blah, and they don't respond back.
Nothing.
Nothing. So you get to a point where you're just like, hi, because like why waste any more energy going into it than they're going to put into it? They just like, if you're not going to respond back, I'm not going to put in any energy in the first place.
And not to mention the fact they're like, don't just say hi, say something unique. And like, woman, you don't realize how many people.
Can I tongue punch you in the fart box?
You're like you're like the 20th person I've messaged. I can't put like, and now the time has come to speak of many things. You're beautiful, and your eyes
and you
shimmer.
totally removed the whole, you're not looking for a one-night stand or hookup, and you moved that off the table, so what have I got to lead off with?
No, I mean, shit,
and so you get burned out of just this constant, like, I feel like I have to put on my A game every single time. It wears you out by the 10th or 15th message that you're sending to someone. So you just get like, hi, my name is James, came across your profile, you seem pretty cool. You go to a very minimalist approach.
Yeah.
Because if they don't respond back, you haven't wasted any energy.
For like a long time, I was just posting dirty jokes, and I'll tell you.
Sometimes that's what you do. Sometimes you want to flip the script and just send a message saying, "I got a job. I don't need a woman." You want to turn that whole idea that they put out there, like
I like how you're doing almost the snaps.
I pay my bills, and you just feel like that's the only way, or you just have to be a complete dick or asshole and just fucking challenge them.
Yeah, I can't do that.
And it's just sort of like, oh, you dumb bitch, blah, blah, blah. You say this, you ain't fucking worth it, just to get their anger enough that they'll actually respond to you.
That's the way to do it. Make them angry before they message.
Hey, think about it. Then you can like, hey, babe, we got our first fight out of the way. This is a great relationship.
All right. With that in mind, I want to tell the story about Bob and me and the lake house.
You know what? Before we do that, we might have to put a conditioner that we might have to put this in part 2 because the fact that we are almost
are running.
Yeah, because we get a lot of mileage out of that.
Yeah,
still.
we're gonna. You know what? How this?
Nerd
All right,
rage on us.
then let me do this because there was 2 things that I wanted. I wanted to tell the story about the bones because that's hilarious.
The bones,
but finger bones.
Oh
I
yeah,
remember
okay.
that.
Okay, yeah, we're definitely got to do that.
But
like
of course,
part
you know
2.
what? How this? Here the wind blows. It's okay, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, we like talking about the subject. We're gonna have to probably.
It's not even the music hasn't even.
Is
come
it?
on,
Is it
Bob.
me?
That's
fucking
you.
deaf fuck.
Well, dude,
Yeah. Wow. So
Okay, well, anyway,
so the
listen with
story
your
has
good
not
ear.
come to an end
yeah.
yet.
Okay, but we're gonna have to play
The
part
saga
2
continues.
this.
So I give you guys a choice. I have either one, an amazing crazy letter that a girl sent me online, or the finger story.
I go with the crazy story.
No. The finger story is probably going to take a while because we all have input. We all have
You
a
were
lot
there,
of
James, weren't you?
input.
Oh yes.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah.
No, I was not there.
You were not?
I was not there for that one.
With the live new girls?
You were there that weekend.
And Bob got nude rage.
You may have left
He got
early
nerd
that
rage
day.
on.
Got nerd rage.
It probably is, because there was times that I
Nude raged, which
Nude rage.
honestly I would love to get nude raged. We're talking about just some girl losing her shit in the nude, chasing after me, and not to run for my life.
best episode of Cops ever.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
I was,
Okay.
I was smoking a lot of meth. I'm not.
Yeah, we're gonna have to leave the finger bones for another one, man.
Yeah,
That's just it.
because
That's just how it's
you know what?
gonna
Let's just say this. This will be part 1, and then when part 2 comes out, we'll just lay it out. Because
Yeah.
for people listening, I'm sorry to put post notes. All right, I'm sorry. It's just we're gonna have to do this because the fact that this subject is so broad near the house, and we've been drinking all night. So
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So let me give you. So
Thirsty too.
this is the scenario. I went out with a girl twice. All right, first date we went to go see a movie, had dinner. That was it. It was okay. I thought, you know what, give her the girl a second chance. We had to watch a movie at my place, and it was awkward. It was an awkward date. We cuddled and watched a movie, kissed her a little, and out of the blue she just grabs my dick.
that's like every day to get.
Well, then.
This
You know
was
what,
not
fuck
a.
you,
This
Bob.
wasn't really a fondle, a nice
Like,
pretty much just this is mine. I claim no, yeah, it was a very weird and
This is my rifle. There are many like it.
and
but
this one is mine. Yeah, it was a very awkward
This is
moment.
for fighting. This is for fun.
And the date, it ended awkwardly. We never spoke again. 3 months later, I get this email, and I want to share this with you guys, because this is the epitome of crazy in dating, at least for me.
I'm laughing on the inside.
And I haven't even started. The subject starts with,
I'm all a Twitter, Dave.
"Not to make fun of you, but I like how you spoke Spanish to me. And you kissed really great. I hope you don't have a girlfriend yet or are married yet, because you are so hot."
Huh? Yes, Dave. You're,
Yes, I know.
You're girl producer.
you're just like, come on, speed it up, girl.
I'm sorry I was so immature to you. I really like you and I had an anger issue.
And your penis?
I was upset that if you get to fondle my boobs, I get to touch your dick. I'm attention starved. It's only fair. I get aroused too. I wanted to be your all.
Sorry.
I wanted you to be all mine. Do you at least want to be friends? If not, it's okay. It's understandable. I'm pretty sweet but difficult. It's part of my age. I love sex, but I don't know how. I know how it determines what a guy likes in a woman, but I don't want to be her. I don't want to use sex as a way to get a guy. I just want to be like a guy and have fun, but responsibly, using a condom. I'm rather exclusive with guys. I'm single yet and would like to have a boyfriend. To not only
Dave.
go out, but to go out with you.
How long is this stupid letter?
I'm halfway done. God damn it. Texas
Antsy Bob.
wind
Texas
blows.
stands for friendship. If you remember history and like it. You're so cute and dreamy. I still think of you when we made out on your bed. I miss you, and I'm serious. P.S.
I'm waiting for the butt.
Will you still talk to me, please? Thanks. Even if you say no, thanks for reading anyways. I've been burned by many guys. My first love, and I forgive him. He's married now and has kids. I went to Laurel Ridge for being heartbroken.
Whoa.
I don't want revenge. I want someone to hang out with.
To have revenge with.
The guy's name is Patrick, and I won't give his last name.
Holy shit.
And he has a MySpace, and his wife is Hispanic. I want to be his Hispanic first, and look what happened.
Oh, my God.
All right, we're gonna have to wrap this up. This is Dave. This is James. This is Nate. This is part 1 of crazy internet, whatever the fuck it is. Like, subscribe, listen, and thank you and good night.
And
Part
don't
two-
date us, whatever you do.
Part 2
Don't
is
date
coming
us.
up,
Not-
so stick around for 2 weeks. Anyway,
No,
thank
don't
you.
say
Good
that,
night.
Dave. Holy shit, man. You're fucking it up for everybody, you fucking son of a bitch.